Hello and welcome to Little Stories Big Values, where we learn important things together. Today we're going to meet a little boy named Sam. Sam is super excited to go to the park, but in his excitement he almost forgets a very important rule about roads. A car is coming very fast. What do you think will happen? Let's find out and learn a big lesson about staying safe. The sun was shining brightly, and the birds were singing in the trees. It was the perfect day to go to the park. Sam, a cheerful 7-year-old boy, could barely contain his excitement. He bounced on the balls of his feet, his messy brown hair bobbing up and down. Mom, can we go to the park now? Please? He pleaded, looking up at his mother with big, hopeful eyes. I want to go on the big red swing, the one that goes super high. And the twisty slide. The yellow one. His mom smiled, her kind eyes twinkling. She was just happy to take Sam to the park. Of course, my sweet boy, we'll go to the park. But remember what we always say? Safety first. She gently took his hand. We have to walk there safely. That means staying close to me, especially when we get near the roads. Sam nodded eagerly. Okay, Mom, safety first. But his mind was already at the park. He imagined himself soaring through the air on the swing, feeling the wind in his hair. He pictured whooshing down the slide, landing with a soft thump in the sand. The park was just across the street, so close he could almost smell the popcorn from the little snack cart. As they walked down the sidewalk, Sam's excitement bubbled over. He started skipping ahead of his mom, his little legs moving faster and faster. I see it, Mom. I see the playground. He shouted, pointing. The colorful playground equipment peeked through the trees, a wonderful promise of fun. Sam, wait for me. His mom called out. Stay close, but Sam was too excited to listen properly. Sometimes when you're really excited, your feet can move faster than your brain. Sam's excited feet had forgotten all about the safety rules. He saw the park entrance right across the street and thought he could just run straight there. Sam. His mom's voice was firmer this time. When we are near the road, you must stay with me. You must hold my hand. She caught up to him and gently took his hand again. The road is not a place to run or play. It's for cars, and we have to be very careful. Sam felt a little impatient. He just wanted to get to the swings. He could see other kids already playing. Why did they have to be so slow? He wiggled his hand, trying to get free. But Mom, it's right there. I can run across really fast. Just as he said that, a bright red ball bounced out from the park, rolling right into the street. A little girl, younger than Sam, started to run after it, her eyes fixed on her toy. My ball! She cried. Suddenly, a big blue car turned the corner, coming straight down the road. It didn't look like the driver could see the little girl. Stop! Sam's mom shouted, her voice loud and urgent. She quickly pulled Sam back from the curb, holding him tight. Another grown-up near the park entrance quickly grabbed the little girl just in time, pulling her back to the safety of the sidewalk. The car zoomed past where she had almost been. Sam's heart started beating very fast. He watched the car disappear down the street. He looked at the little girl who was now crying in her father's arms. He looked at the red ball which had been squashed flat in the road. He realized what had almost happened. It was scary. Very scary. He understood now. Running into the road wasn't just against the rules. It was extremely dangerous. He looked up at his mom, his eyes wide. His mom knelt down so she was at his level. Her face was serious but still kind. Do you see, Sam? Do you see why we must be so careful? We never ever run into the road. Not for a ball, not for a friend, not even for the most fun playground in the world. Your safety is the most important thing. Sam nodded slowly, the scary image of the car and the little girl still fresh in his mind. He held his mom's hand tightly. "I'm sorry, Mom," he whispered. "I was just so excited." "I know, honey," she said, hugging him close. Excitement is a wonderful feeling, but it can't make us forget to be safe. Let's learn a special rule, a magic rule that will help us cross every road safely every single time. It's a song we can remember together. She smiled at him. It's called the Stop, Look, Listen, and Think rule. Can you say that with me? Sam repeated after her. Stop, look, listen, and think. That's right, his mom said. It's simple. First, whenever we come to a road, no matter how small it is, we stop. We stop right at the edge of the sidewalk where the curb is. We plant our feet like we're growing roots into the ground. We don't put even one toe on the road. She stood up, holding his hand, and they practiced stopping at the curb. Good job, Sam. Now for the second step. After we stop, we look, and we have to look very carefully. We look to the left for any coming cars. They both turn their heads to the left. Then we look to the right. They turn their heads to the right. And just to be extra safe, we look to the left one more time. Because sometimes cars can come around corners very quickly. Stop, then look left, right, and left again, Sam repeated, his eyes following his mom's instructions. Perfect. Now for the third step. After we look, we listen. Sometimes you can hear a car before you can see it. So we use our superpower ears to listen for the vroom vroom sound of an engine. They both stood very still, tilting their heads to listen. The world was full of sounds, birds chirping, kids laughing, but they were listening for the sound of cars. And finally, his mom continued, the most important step of all. We ask our smart brain a question. Is it safe to cross now? Are there any cars coming? Are the cars that we see far away, or are they stopped at a light? If the answer is yes, it's safe. Then we can cross. And how do we cross? We run? Sam asked, a little uncertain. No, never run, his mom corrected gently. We walk. We walk across the road, holding a grown-up's hand, and we keep looking and listening as we go. She sang it in a little tune. Stop, look, listen, think, then we cross the street. Stop, look, listen, think, with our walking feet. Sam giggled. He liked the song. It was easy to remember. Stop, look, listen, think, he sang along. The narrator's voice joins in. That's a very important rule for everyone. Stop at the edge. Look both ways, then look again. Listen carefully for any traffic. Think with your brain if it's safe. Only then should you cross the road. And remember, always walk, never run. The road is for cars, not for playing. All right, Super Sam, his mom said with a warm smile. Are you ready to try crossing the road using our new safety rule? Sam took a deep breath and nodded. He felt ready. He wasn't just excited anymore. He was a responsible road crosser. They stood at the corner, ready to cross towards the park. Okay, Mom, Sam said, his voice full of concentration. First, we stop. He planted his feet firmly on the edge of the sidewalk, just like his mom had shown him. Excellent stopping, his mom praised. What's next? Next we look. Sam turned his head. I'm looking to the left. A white van was driving past, so they waited. Now I'm looking to the right. A cyclist went by. And now I'm looking to the left again. The road was clear in that direction. Great looking. What's the third step? We listen. Sam said, closing his eyes for a second to focus his hearing. He could hear birds, but no car engines close by. I don't hear any cars, Mom. And the last, most important step? Sam put his hand on his chin, pretending to be a deep thinker. I think it's safe now. The cars are all far away. I think you're right, his mom agreed. The crosswalk light had also turned to the little walking person symbol. Now it is safe, and what do we do when we cross? We walk, not run, Sam declared proudly. He held his mom's hand tightly, and together they walked calmly across the street, staying inside the white lines of the crosswalk. They kept their eyes and ears open the whole way. When they reached the other side, Sam jumped up and down. I did it, Mom. I did it. I crossed the road safely. His mom beamed at him, giving his hand a happy squeeze. You did it perfectly, Sam. I am so proud of you. You stopped, you looked, you listened, and you thought. You followed the rule and you kept us both safe. Just as they stepped onto the sidewalk by the park, Sam saw the same little girl from before. She was standing with her dad, still looking sadly at her flat red ball in the street. She started to take a step toward the road again. Without even thinking, Sam called out, "Wait!" The little girl and her dad looked over. Sam walked up to them, feeling very grown-up. You have to be careful, he said kindly. Near the road, you must hold your grown-up's hand. The little girl looked at her dad and took his hand. Sam puffed out his chest a little. And you have to remember the rule. Say it with me, he said to the little girl. First you stop, then you look, then you listen, and then you think, only then you cross. The little girl's dad smiled at Sam. That's a very good rule. Thank you for reminding us. Sam felt a warm, happy feeling inside. It was even better than the feeling of swinging high or sliding fast. He had not only learned how to be safe himself, but he had helped someone else be safe too. He was a safety superhero. And so the moral of our story today is to always stay close to a grown-up when you are near a road. And remember the magic safety rule. Always stop, look, listen, and think before you cross. Being fast is fun, but being safe is much more important. It means you can play at the park today, tomorrow, and for many, many more days to come. Thank you for watching our story today. We hope you learned something valuable with Sam. For more slow English moral videos that help you learn and grow, please remember to follow and subscribe to Little Stories Big Values. See you next time.